All right, Chiefs Kingdom, Harrison Graham here. Before we jump into today's video, I'm going to ask you guys to please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, this is the time to do so. The latest Chiefs news and rumors can be found right here. Plus, turn on that notification bell. That way you are always informed via your phone or mobile device when we do post a video. Share that link with a friend. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Subscribe today, and let's jump into today's show. Hey there, Twitter world, YouTube world, yours truly. You like that impersonation? Harrison Graham here. I'll let you guys figure out who that was. I didn't even execute it properly. Let's get into today's Chiefs free agency news and rumors. Maybe this is news. I'm not sure yet. Ronald Jones, according to Arrowhead Live, has agreed to terms with the Chiefs. Now, we're still marking him as a free agent because I haven't seen a single reporter confirm that report, but they've broken stories before, so it's firmly in the rumor category. Maybe it's news, maybe it will be news soon, but we do know that there's been mutual interest between the two parties, and let's be honest, this team needs running back depth. You've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and looks like Derek Gore will be back, but Darrell Williams, free agent, Jarrett McKinnon, a free agent as well, and Ronald Jones is a guy that is a quality rotation running back. In 4 seasons, he's got over 2,000 yards, 4.5 yards per carry, 18 touchdowns to Bo. He kind of got, phased out as the top guy last year in Tampa by Leonard Fournette toward the end of the year before and early last season. Fournette kind of took over that starting role. But in 2020, last year, before the playoffs, that's when Fournette really shined. 978 yards and 7 touchdowns. That's a pretty solid season for Rojo, for a team that, was primarily pass-heavy in Tampa Bay, if you will. And you guys saw Ronald Jones in the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. Him and Fournette played really well in that game. So I'm intrigued by this. I wouldn't mind it at all. You need depth at running back. I'd like to bring back a Darrell Williams, but maybe he ends up signing elsewhere. Maybe McKinnon does as well. If the Chiefs feel that way, then maybe bringing in Rojo makes some sense. If this is true, this signing, do you like it? Type Y for yes. Type in for no. Get your votes in down in the comment section of this video and let us know right there. Let's get to some free agency rumors now. Report from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler is that the Chiefs have interest in Stephon Gilmore, who is the top cornerback left in NFL free agency. He's drawn some interest also from the Las Vegas Raiders. Nothing's happened there yet. Other teams have shown interest as well, and now the Chiefs appear to be one of those teams doing so. And following the Tyreek Hill trade, Brett Veach has some money to play with. I'm in on signing Gilmore if you can go get him, and if the price is not just completely outrageous. I don't know what that number is, but if you could get him in like the $12 million per year range on a 2 or 3 year deal, I think that's pretty fair compensation. I don't know if I'd go 15 or 16 for a 31-plus year old corner, but he's still really good. I like him quite a bit. I think he could help replace, if not fully replace, Charvarius Ward. James Bradberry, also from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, reporting that there's some interest from the Chiefs. Now, he's under contract with the New York Giants, while Gilmore is a free agent. Giants looking to trade him for cap relief, which, means that you probably could just throw a 4th or a 5th at him and get him, because then the Giants clear out that $12 million or whatever it is. Here's the point. The Chiefs need a corner. We know it. They need one, and they want one, it appears. They've got Rashad Fenton, L'Jarius Sneed. I think they like Sneed at the nickel spot. Fenton's kind of a really good CB2, but if you could get a Bradberry or especially a Gilmore to come in and be that alpha male number 1 corner, I think that's very appealing to Brett Veach and to this coaching staff, and I think that would be a huge addition to this defense, which clearly needs some upgrades after last season. Pick a corner if you had to pick one. Type SG for Stephon Gilmore. Type JB for James Bradberry. Obviously, Gilmore's easier to obtain considering he is a free agent, but Bradberry, maybe they feel he's a better fit. Let us know. I'd probably go Gilmore, so I'd type SG, but if you disagree, type JB for James Bradberry. Second reminder to subscribe to the channel. This is why you sub, because Chiefs rumors are hot, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button. The link is below, youtube.com/ChiefsTV. We'll have you guys covered all off season long. Speaking of which, more free agency rumors. Well, some of this is news because Arden Key is visiting today, actually. It could be happening as we speak. Coming off a career year with the San Francisco 49ers, after, quite frankly, pretty much being a bust with the Las Vegas Raiders. Oakland before that, of course, same franchise, though. San Francisco signed him on a prove-it deal, and he played pretty well, and KC needs pass rushers. Arden Key can do that. 6.5 sacks last year, 17 quarterback hits, batted down a pass as well, came out of nowhere to play really, really well on that 49ers defense. Now, was he taking advantage of Nick Bosa just dominating? Possibly, but maybe he can benefit from playing next to a Chris Jones as well. And a thing about Arden Key that I think is kind of interesting here is, number one, you need another defensive end, opposite of Frank Clark. Maybe they view a Arden Key better than a Melvin Ingram, who is a Chiefs free agent and remains unsigned. But number two, something else that's interesting about Arden Key is that he's actually very versatile. He's got good versatility, something he did last year. He played some nose tackle last year for the 49ers. They moved him around. They were creative with him. They found him in some mismatches, and he was able to get after opposing quarterbacks. And what was a consistent theme in the playoffs is you need a good quarterback and you need to get after the quarterback. All the good teams that kept playing did that, and the Chiefs were the one team that could not consistently sack Joe Burrow in the playoffs. They were the only one. You got to be able to get these guys on the ground or at least get consistent pressure on them, and the Chiefs need more in that department, which is why I think now that they have some extra cap space after the Tyreek Hill trade, they should get better on that defensive front, whether it's in free agency or in the NFL draft. Maybe Arden Key can be one of those players. Should the Chiefs sign Arden Key? Is he the key to this defense? Type S for sign, type P for pass. I wouldn't say he's the key to the defense, but he is a player that I would absolutely look into if I was Kansas City. He's young, he's athletic, and he's coming off a career year, and he probably won't cost that much because before this past year, he, was mostly a bust. So maybe he needs to go out and prove it again before cashing out. Okay, one more Chiefs free agency tracker kind of news item here. Field Yates reported this first, that the Saints have signed Dan Sorensen. So adios, Dan. We'll see ya. Now, I will say this. He was not very good last year. Played a little better down the stretch, but not very good. I will say this. A lot of good moments for Sorensen in Kansas City. I think the Chiefs' Super Bowl run, a big moment in it was him sniffing out that fake punt against the Texans when they were down 24-7. If he doesn't do that, who knows what happens in that game. That changed everything. So wish him the best, but it was definitely time to move on. He fell off a cliff last year, especially in coverage. Good for him landing a gig with New Orleans. All right, Chiefs Kingdom, that's going to do it for today's show. Follow me on Twitter at HGramNFL. It's at HGramNFL. Enjoy your weekend, and we will see you soon here on the Chiefs Report.